Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Divine Journey. So today we are going to be doing a speed build, and we're going to be working on the Thaumcraft area again, which I'm kind of excited for because we're going to be working our way up through the Thaumcraft area and up into the upper sanctum, which I'm excited to work on. Also, we're going to be installing our elevator system and working with that, and this is already after I've already done the building, but yeah. So, anyways, we're going to be working a bit up here, that, up there, and so on. So, and I will stop a little bit later in the speed build and talk about the elevator system and how it works. So, if you guys don't understand how it works, I will be explaining that. And just a heads up, I'll be explaining it in the progression episode 2 because I know not everybody watches the speed builds, so I will be covering that as well on there. Anyways, let's go ahead and get on into it.
Turn up after dark. Hold me in your arms and whisper from your heart. Let's fly away to a different place where you and I could be aligned with the stars in the sky. Let's fly away to a different place where you and I could not ever fall. Even when the sun sets, the moon will never grow. Let's fly away to a different place where you and I could be aligned with the stars in the sky. Let's fly away to a different place where you and I the stars
all the lights they're passing by, and all my thoughts they multiply. I see it flash before my eyes. I see the hope, the reasons why. I lose myself in these city nights. I lose myself in these city nights. I'll never forget those city nights. I'll never forget the city lights. We were so young, we were so free. City lights with you and me. I'll lose myself in these city nights. I'll lose myself in these city nights. Walking through these streets, is this all we'll ever see? Falling back and forward again, lost in the lights, we can't pretend. I'll lose myself in these city nights. Forget those city nights. I'll lose myself in these city nights. Forget the city lights. We were so young, we were so free. City lights with you and me. I lose myself in these city nights. Lost myself in these city nights. Lost myself in these city nights. I feel so lost, chasing what I know I will find. You got me so high, leaving me waiting all this time. You tell me that you need some space, some time to go and clear your head, and that you need to go and find your place. But you should be here with me instead. And I'm so faded, hoping that that you'll come back around. You got me waiting. Waiting's got me feeling so down. I can't control my heart, and it's you that has it falling apart. I can't keep chasing, 'cause my feelings keep on spinning around. You got me fading. Why can't you see all the pain that you've left me, all the scars you've left behind? Why you go and setting yourself free? But I'm never gonna let you go, never gonna stop this, so I'm always gonna chase my heart, even when it gets too dark. And I never wanna see this break, even if it's a mistake. Always hoping that you gon' come back and stay. But I'm starting to lose hope, 'cause you won't pick up your phone. And I'm trying to save this on my own. And I'm feeling so alone, starting to set itself in stone, that you're never coming back, and you're happy on your own. So faded, hoping that you'll come back around. You got me waiting. It's got me feeling so down. I can't control my heart, and it's you that has it falling apart. I can't keep chasing, 'cause my feelings keep on spinning around. You got me fading, hoping that you come back around. You got me waiting, 'cause my feelings keep on spinning around. You got me fading. Got me fading.
I've been looking for a place that I'd rather be. I've been searching for my own destiny. I raise my gun to the sky and scream out loud. This is my life, this is my hope, this is what I stand for. Now is the time to let it all out. We are the young ones that fight for survival. We will watch you like an eye of a fighter. We are the young ones that fight for survival. We will watch you like an eye of a fighter. and scream out loud. This is my life, this is my hope, this is what I stand for. Now is the time to let it all out. We are the young ones that fight for survival. We will watch you like an eye of a fighter. We are the young ones that fight for survival. We will watch you like an eye of a
Take my hand, go and trust me, baby. I've got a plan for us to be just maybe. We can rule the world. I could be a superhero. Hold tight and don't let go. Do anything we want. Nobody can stop us. Take you where you like. Ain't no one gonna tell us. Feel the way you feel. I promise you feel. We can be the leaders of the world. I'll be a superhero. I could be a Superman and fly away like another stupid man that try to make you cry. I could be the one, oh yes I can. When you fall, I'll help you stand. I could be a superhero. I could be Batman and take you for a ride in my Batmobile. I'll drive you where you like. We could beat up all of the bad guys and make it back by 9. We could be real superheroes. Do anything we want. Nobody can stop us. Take you where you like. Ain't no one gonna tell us. Feel the way you feel. I promise you feel. We can be the leaders of the world. I'll be a superhero. We can be anyone we wanna be. The baddest duo out there, you and me. Just say the word and I'll take you there. I promise you that I will take you anywhere. So baby, take my hand. We're gonna rule the world. I'll be a Superman and you'll be my Supergirl. Nothing gonna stop us. We're indestructible. We can be the leaders of the world. We'll be the superheroes.
Okay, I just want to take a quick moment just to talk about this. I know we're in the middle of a speed build, and I will go over this briefly in the next progression episode for those of people that don't watch the speed builds. But just quickly to go over this, like what I've set up here. If you remember a while back, I mentioned setting up an elevator system for this area, and access to the second floor. That way, I can now officially turn this thing back on and leave it on, for decor. So we now have an elevator. And what it is, this warded glass doesn't really matter, but underneath that, it is arcane levitators from Thaumcraft. And actually, I've used this setup in the past. I love arcane levitators. Okay? And what they do is, when you step on them, they levitate you up. And this is about the maximum distance. If you'll notice, like, it kind of drops me back down. Well, before the abstruse platforms were there, it kind of drops me down. But what you can do, if you need a higher elevation, like if I wanted to make it go to like a 3rd floor, for example, what you can do is you can put another arcane levitator directly beneath these arcane levitators. So then what would happen is it would double the range. I can't remember the exact range. I believe it tells in the Thaumcraft book, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But basically the way these work is if you step on them and you're not doing anything, they just take you straight up. And then if you hold shift, it takes you down. Okay? So it's just like a little magical elevator system. And up here, what I've got here is abstruse platforms from Britannia. And the reason I have these here is because if they weren't here, if you notice in the speed build, it kind of just kept bouncing me up and down. Well, the abstruse platform will only allow you to pass through it if you hold shift, which works perfectly for this elevator system. So it's like the perfect distance so that once I hit the abstruse platform, it doesn't keep bouncing me. And then if I want to go down, I can just hold shift. You know, so I avoid the bouncy effect that you sometimes get with the arcane levitators, and instead just have like this nice smooth elevator system. So, and it's very magical. Britannia and Thaumcraft. So, anyways, I just wanted to quickly go over that in case you guys were wondering what I was doing, what I was putting together there. If you guys have any questions about that, just let me know. But I think it's pretty straightforward. So, anyways, back to the speed build.
Ask you what you're thinking about. Ask you what you're dreaming about. Say your life is full of doubts. You don't know what you're talking about. You tell me what's on your mind, but how can you be so blind? I am the one who's hurting, but I'm just a burden. In the chaos I see the bliss. In the mayhem I see the abyss. Just when you needed them the most, they're just ghosts. In the chaos I see the bliss. In the mayhem I see the abyss. Just when you needed them the most, they're just ghosts. They're just ghosts. I obey all your desires, but you let me burn in the fire. Spent my days trying to impress, fill up your emptiness. I don't know what else to say. I can feel you pull away. You don't understand where I come from, 'cause you're just love. In the chaos I see the bliss. In the mayhem I see the abyss. Just when you needed them the most, they're just ghosts. In the chaos I see the bliss. In the mayhem I see the abyss. Just watching you fade away. You led me to disintegrate. Don't leave me on my own. In the chaos, I see the bliss. In the mayhem, I see the abyss. Just when you need it, have the most. Burn just goes. In the chaos, I see the bliss. In the mayhem, I see the abyss. Just when you need it, have the most. Burn just goes. Let's take a trip across the sea, somewhere far away, and just be free. A place times don't go, we can call it our paradise. Just you and I, now wouldn't that be nice? Oh, it's our paradise, staying up all night. Just you and I, under the moonlight. Feet in the sand, your hand, my hand. Fall asleep till the waves crash in. Wake up and do it again. We got this bottle of champagne to ourselves. Drink all we want, forget about everything else. And I want to remember this moment for life, yeah. That look you gave me was staring in my eyes. And I'm never gonna let this go. Dancing real fast and slow, holding your waist real close. It's our paradise, let's go.
A paradise is there to be taken. We out here grinding, waiting for vacation. Hit that destination, party on the beaches. Different nights, different constellations. And when I look into your eyes, ain't no hesitation. Working hard with you, baby, by my side. Got 24 hours in the dark, so what we like. Sipping by the sands, catching waves, sending bands. It's an honor to be with you, cause baby, you make me understand what it means to be a real man. I got you covered in the brands, cause you a real fan. I want the house in the hills, that's the real plan. While I'm working every time for the deal, man, it's real fam. Every time I see you, stay wishing there be his vision we see it. Riding Bentleys, rolling right through the previous, believing it was meant to be. Together chasing paradise, making you for life, never ending journey, please. Yes, please, sign me up. Sonny's at the door, I tell him line it up.
Like a broken soul in a wonderland without angels. That is how I feel when the mirror shows me a stranger. Yeah. And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. when you ain't by my side, when you don't wake up next to me. Yeah, I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets, 'cause I'm incomplete. Yeah, I'm incomplete. Hey, 'cause I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets, 'cause I'm incomplete. Yeah, I'm incomplete. The crack of dawn, I imagine you waiting by my doorstep. But it won't be long before I realize it's a picture in my head, in my head. And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm incomplete when you ain't by my side, when you don't wake up next to me. Yeah, I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets, 'cause I'm incomplete. Cause I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets, 'cause I'm incomplete.
Okay, so we got quite a bit done today. Honestly, I'm thinking another speed build, maybe a partial one. But we're not too far from having the interior of the Thaumcraft area done. Now, I will say, as of right now, this room does look a little bit washed out because I've got a lot of gray, white, black, and dark brown. There's not much color in here. There will be, but I kind of wanted the floor to contrast the ceiling, and then the walls would have kind of bring all that color together. So, of course, we haven't started the walls yet. This floor, if you notice, like, these floors below it are very, very similar. We have a lot of silver wood. We have a lot of ender-infused obsidian, speckles of void stone, and arcane stone blocks, whereas this floor is totally different. This floor is going to be more our thaumic sanctum. Okay, the upper sanctum, the thaumic sanctum. And we have this big, huge machine. This thaumic machine's coming together. So yeah, a lot of this aspect I'm not going to be able to finish until we get into the basics of Draconic Evolution, because I need a particle generator. I really, really need a particle generator. But yeah, that's okay. We'll get into that later. But yeah, I figured it was kind of fitting to have this big tower, and we're going to have kind of particles coming up out of it. Now, we're just about at build height right here, in fact. But that's okay. And we need to do some landscaping over this, and we'll get to that. That's fine. Because this is kind of look like just almost like a monument. If you come up here, it'll kind of look like a thaumic monument, but it's actually the top of our space, and there's going to be particles coming out of it and stuff. Yeah, this room is going to be kind of our, once we have everything built, we can kind of kick back and do our thaumic, I don't know, whatever thaumaturgists do when they're done doing everything. That's what this place is for. And then this isn't going to be the end of our runic altars, just as a heads up. It's not just going to be two automated ones and then our manual one. So there's probably going to be more behind this and probably some on the sides here. So just a heads up, this isn't going to be all of them. But I did want to give ourselves access to these rooms, but not visible access. So I use these carpenter's doors, and then I'm going to make a little hatch here, or some kind of little access here, so that if we need to get underneath it, or, you know, to set our filters, we can do that. So that way they're easily accessible, because these things are a bit more involved to set up. So this one over here, we're going to be using, well, I mean, right now I'm good with one altar. This one's actually missing a pedestal. I forgot that I pulled it up a while back and never replaced it, but I haven't automated it, so it's really not really using this one. So, and then this is going to be an elevator that goes up, of course, to the sanctum area, and yeah, we have a lot of exterior work to do to this. But yeah, if you look at this from the outside, you can kind of see what's going on here somewhat, but I kind of wanted like a big, basically it's basically like a magical beacon is what it's going to be. So anyways, I'm pretty happy with our work that we got done. I mean, the second floor is not done. I've got to craft a lot of runic altar stuff to finish laying all that out. But I mean, this floor is mostly all done, this first floor, other than just detail kind of cluttery type stuff. And especially getting that elevator in was kind of nice. So honestly, this floor will probably be done before the second floor, truth be told, because this upper floor is mainly just putting in the walls and the rest of that ceiling area, which I have to figure out exactly what I want to put in there. But then after that, it's really just kind of clutter and kind of like, yay, Thaumcraft stuff. And then I'm probably going to have an area here with all the different Thaumcraft armors. You know, we've kind of got them spread out around the base, but a Master Thaumaturge needs like all the armor sets. And we may even go crazy and craft all the wands to have on display up here. I don't know. We'll see. That room is kind of like just my decorative fun thing. And you know, I came to the conclusion that, you know, we had some issues with lag from carpenter's blocks, so I figured probably the best way to solve that is to add a bunch more carpenter's blocks. So, and flowing liquid. That's a great idea. Great idea. I can't completely stop using carpenter's blocks. I can just cut down on my carpenter's blocks, because otherwise I'd probably smooth this out. I'm probably going to leave it kind of blocky, and that's just because I don't want to use more carpenter's blocks than what I have to. So, anyways, I know it's about wrapping up points, so I am going to end this episode out here. As always, if you guys enjoyed it, be sure and, why are you not working? There we go. Okay. Be sure to hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay up to date with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. Okay, sorry, I had to finish lighting that up. But anyways, until next time, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.